Hello, comadres. Welcome to the Moon Report. My name is Marlene. I am the modern mystic and your resident moon goddess here to bring you the new moon report in Aquarius. And I am feeling really good about this new moon. I hope that you are feeling amazing. I hope that you are feeling lighter. I hope that all things are opening up because this new moon in Aquarius is promising us just that. So I do want to start by mentioning that yay, Mars and Mercury are going direct. Mars started stationing and going direct on the 12th of this month, Mercury on the 18th. Tomorrow at 3:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the new moon in Aquarius, and then on the 22nd, on Sunday, Uranus stations and begins to go direct. So what are we trying to say here? That all the planets are finally are going to be going direct. And we are going to start feeling more forward movement, because I don't know about you, but I have been feeling a little bit more drive, a little bit more determination, a little bit more energy to begin to manifest the things that I was seeing last year, right? The things that were in my vision last year. I've really started to feel just this week a momentum. And I hope that you are too. And we are going to be feeling this momentum more and more as all the planets begin to go direct by the end of this month. So this is a good time. If there's a labor of love, if there's a project, if there's something that you're focusing on, this is a time to lean into it and give it the attention that it needs. The planning, Mars retrograde Gemini, the planning phase is over, right? You've had time to plan, you've had time to visualize, you've had time to put things together and set things in your agenda. Now is the time to lean into it and use this new moon to move forward, to begin to materialize those things that you have been envisioning. So go for it. Go for it, and maybe even create ritual around this new moon. I wanted to recommend this book. This book is simple, to the point. I find something maybe similar if it's not this one, but it talks about the phases of the moon. It talks a little bit of more facts about the moon, and then it gives you very simple spells and rituals that you can do during different phases of the moon. From starting a job to ending a job, to starting a career, to easy childbirth, to desire, to fathering for men. Like anything that you can think of is in this little book. And there is a simple spell, ritual, ceremony that goes along with each phase of the moon. And this is a way where maybe this year, if you've been coming to these moon reports and sitting here with me and listening to me babble every month, maybe it's time to step a little bit deeper into your moon practice, into your magic practice, and start incorporating some of the rituals that help you manifest what it is that you desire during 2023. So I wanted to offer that up as a suggestion, because I think that some of you that have been coming here regularly are ready to step into that work and to step a little bit deeper into what it is that you want to bring forth. And if you're new around here, welcome to this space. We love to have you here, and we'll be here twice a month sharing time with you. So ask any questions. Like if you are catching this on the replay inside Mighty Networks and you have questions, please tag me, put them in Mighty Networks. If there's anything that comes out of these reports that is sparking your curiosity, please step into it and ask me all the questions. Plus, we have a lot of woo-woo women in here that can also give their opinion. So I want to invite you to become a little bit more involved, okay? So I want to mention two specific aspects before we go a little bit deeper into the new moon. And this new moon is really, you know, coming along with a lot of Uranian energy. We're switching from Earth energy, which is Capricorn energy, to now Aquarius season, which is the element of air. And it's very different in the way that it feels. So step into your feelings and see what's coming up for you, because right now we are going to be coming up into a fresh start and a new beginning. And I want to mention that during the time of this new moon, the sun and Pluto are in conjunction in Capricorn. Well, Pluto is in Capricorn at the last degrees of Capricorn, and the sun is going in, like moving into Aquarius. So it's like right there in this intense spot, moving from one sign to another. And because of that, we're going to be feeling maybe like, you know, our challenges and our emotions are really asking with some urgency for a fresh start. And what are the options that are open here for you to begin to feel lighter and moving through some of these things a little bit quicker? With air comes speed, and that's good because we have been moving quite slowly, especially with that North Node in Taurus, which is, you know, steady and intentional and really, really moving us towards that place of stability. But now we get to like feel a wind under us, maybe pick up a little bit of speed here. So, you know, determination, transformation, it might require just one last visit into the underworld here with this Pluto and Sun conjunction. And if that's where you're at, if you're still working through the darkness a little bit, just know that things are going to get lighter. You know, with Aquarius, it's about looking at the bigger picture and really rising above. And this new moon is asking us to do that. The next aspect that I want to talk about is Venus conjunct Saturn. Now, when I talk about conjunctions, for those of you that are new here, it's when two planets are within 5 degrees or less of each other, and they're having a conversation. They're having a discussion, a favorable discussion with a conjunction, and trying to come to a agreement. And usually they do. And with Venus conjunct Saturn, you know, if there are any promises that you have been making to yourself, it is time to pay up. Promises are due. And if you have been promising yourself that you're going to change this, do that, step into here, walk more powerfully there, communicate more clearly, it is time to move into those spaces and really asking, you know, Venus, who's coming out of Capricorn, sobering Capricorn, and coming into Aquarius. And Saturn is just asking for that discipline that is required so that we move into the next step of what it is that we are manifesting and desire. You know, if you've been promising yourself a routine so that you can stay healthier, you know, it's time to pay yourself. If you have been agreeing that you're going to read more, go out more, start dating, it's time to be fearless. It's time to really rise to the occasion and not let fear dictate your decisions. New moon in Aquarius is asking us to, you know, step into those spaces because it's setting the stage for you. And if you have been calling it in and it's now knocking in your door, it's time to lean into it and really find that courage. And really, it's as simple as that, what the new moon is asking us. Rise above, pay your dues to yourself, and have the discipline to step through and finish it. And if you're not finishing it, then decide why it is that you're not finishing it and move to what it is that you want to do. So Jupiter is also in Aries right now. And I wanted to mention that because in the placement of Aries, Jupiter can get a little bit like impatient. So I wanted to bring up impatience and speak into that because there may be a sense of urgency running through you, and there's a lot of Uranian energy going on right now with Uranus going forward and all of these planets in Aquarius. So there's an urgency that comes along with Jupiter in Aries, and it is coming into a conjunction, again, that conversation with Chiron, the wounded healer. So the most important, most prevalent part of your wounding is asking to be healed. No big deal, right? I mean, but what the new moon is encouraging you to do is to really honor this process, to really, really step into what you're being guided to. And Jamie, our fearless leader, always says, confusion is a choice. Right now, I'm going to agree with her. Right now, with this energy, confusion is a choice. You know, you have been rummaging and thinking and planning and feeling and crying and moving. I am sure of it because we all have. And the things that are being presented to us right now are, listen to me closely, the most important and prevalent part of your healing. So, whatever is coming up for you, I ask you to honor yourself, honor the process, move forward. If you needed to get help, if you've needed to get support, if you've needed to get counseling, if you've had to talk to a friend, if you've had to have the hard conversation, it is time to step into it. It is time to set the tone as to what it is that you want to do. How is it that you're going to work your system so that it works to your favor, bringing you the abundance, the prosperity, the love, the support, the community, the freedom that you've been asking for. So I want to share this beautiful affirmation that I read today for the new moon in Aquarius. And I want you to write it down and maybe commit to repeating it to yourself a few times in the next few days. And it goes, I am the bridge of all generations and can unify the past with the future. I am the bridge of all generations and can unify the past with the future. There is a unification happening here that is being linked by our courage and our desire to be free. True revolution happens when we're together. Starts inside of you. But then when we unite and come into service together, that's when we can move the needle in the direction that we want it. So let's begin to invite that kind of magic into our lives. Let's begin to believe in that kind of magic, because it's going to take our belief to exist. If you don't believe in magic, trust me, it will never, never be alive in your life. But anything that you believe in has the potential of coming into fruition if that is what you desire. So I want to leave you with that inspiration and that hope and that optimism, because it's time to take responsibility and own your role here and what it is that you're trying to create, trying to bring forth into the world. So be fearless, be brave, be courageous, and let this new moon energy set you off on the right start. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. So many blessings in this new moon. And I'll see everybody in the full moon. Thanks. See you later. Bye.